Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for checking out another video. So today's video I am doing my B6 plan with me for the week. The week of, let me just have a look, the 5th to the 11th of October. So this is my first Halloween kit, or first Halloween spread, which is exciting. And this is actually a kit that I say kit, but I've made and printed and foiled all the full boxes, and then I use the leftovers, which you'll see. So a little bit different for me. I'm not actually flipping through what I've got, but I guess we're just going straight into it. So I'm starting off with this Simply Gilded Halloween bottom washi, so it went perfectly because I also foiled the boxes in orange, as you'll see. So the black washi with the orange bows just tied in perfectly. So I love this bow. It's obviously don't use it very often because it's so niche, but the black is so black, which I love, and then the orange bows are just perfect. So it really is the perfect Halloween washi. So as you can see there, I just showed you, and I'm just doing my usual measuring out and cutting and that sort of business. So I just do it all the way across the bottom side on the left, and then halfway along the right, and then you can see the boxes that I created in that orange foil. I loved it. I really was so happy with how it turned out. Obviously I don't have the best printer and stuff, so the colors aren't super saturated, but I love it. I'm really happy with how it turned out. So this is me then pulling in the extras to use and checking the dates, because if you know me, you know I've gotten the dates wrong like more than a couple of times, which is so frustrating. So I got out my phone to like triple check the dates, and then I decided on using this orange from this super old sticky essentials sheet, which I don't know what I'm gonna have to find some new date numbers or make some soon, because I am very quickly running out. And then I'm using these date headers, or what are they called? Date covers from SPC, back when you could like buy multicolor like glitter headers and headers and that sort of thing. So they are also quite old, and as you can see I'm running low on them. This sheet's finished after this week, so I don't know again what I'm going to do. So if you have any recommendations on multicolor shops or anywhere that I can get multicolor, please let me know, because yeah, very soon I'm going to be in trouble, so I need all the help I can get. So I like how I did the purple with the orange, and those are definitely the two most prominent colours in the kit, which you'll see. And then I did pull in some black, but it's definitely primarily purple and orange. So I'm just putting in the headers up the top, which the SPC headers fit perfectly in the print impression, like the little spot, because obviously the print impression is a grid planner, so it kind of maps out a little bit where you can put things, which is helpful. And the headers fit perfectly, whereas some other shops like Caress Press, for example, don't, which is fine. It doesn't have to fit in the box, but I just like when it does. It's nice and easy and just kind of flows. So yeah, I love using SPC date covers in this planner. And then as you can see, I've just finished that page, so it'll be going in the bin, and I was stressing out as to what I was going to do. So then, as you know, my order of things is doing the top boxes for, oh no, I just lied, it's glitter headers. So I found these stupidly old glitter headers that came in the SPC, I think it was 3-year bundle. Oh yeah, you can see it there, 3-year bundle. So you got like flags, $2 Tuesday, glitter headers, and a few other like multicolor things, and they're all in these same colors. And I still have that bundle, but I thought the glitter headers were perfect. So I don't know what I'm doing there. Orange clearly does not go next to orange. Wake up, Emma. But I'm getting there. So I use the purple and the orange. So sometimes I use 2 colors, sometimes I use 3 colors, sometimes I use 4 colors. Honestly, I just mix it up. Essentially all I need is 14. I need 14 glitter headers to do a spread in my B6. So as long as I have 14, which I do if I have 2 full colors, then we're good to go. So I probably could have pulled in black if I had them. I think if I had black, I would have pulled them in. So I think that's why I just went with the purple and orange. I can't actually remember because this was like over 2 weeks ago when I laid this down. But yeah, I do actually really like the purple and orange. Then I do my top boxes first. So I wanted to use the quote box, if you will. It's not really a quote box, but it does have it just says this is Halloween. I wanted to use that up. I always like to use my quote boxes in one of the top boxes. And then I just flip back to kind of get the order of things. So because there was no day extenders or no funny business in this kit, I could just do the order that I like to do, which is Monday and Thursday up the top, Tuesday and Friday in the middle, and then Wednesday down the bottom. So I do experiment with the order now and then, depending on as I said, if there's a double box or if there's a day extender, but this is kind of my default order. I don't know, I just think it looks the best with like the weekend and just, I don't know. I've pretty much tried every configuration in the book except probably putting them all together in one row because I don't like that. But yeah, this is like my tried and true. So then I do my bottom box, as you know, on Wednesday. And I think I'll pop my glitter header on top. Oh, I just love the little catches of foil when it catches the light. Like the orange was such a good choice. I did another Halloween kit and I did it in, I think, silver. And I didn't end up using it because I couldn't fit it in. But I do really like the orange. I think that's really effective. So I'm glad I used the one that was orange. And then I just put my Tuesday box in the middle to line it up. And then I'll also put my Friday box in line with that box. So it's all a bit of planner science, I guess, but it's not like exact by any means. If the box is not quite right, then it's not quite right, which I think looking at this, I've put them, yeah, that's definitely uneven. So it's like a whole box higher. So whatever, doesn't bother me. Then I'll just put my glitter headers down and I try and just make sure, it's quite difficult with two colours, but I try and make sure there's just not the same colour right next to each other, which there is there because that's orange right next to orange. Don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'll move that, but I don't love that. That's literally what I try and avoid. I feel like if I just put purple there, it would have looked so much better. Oh, and I'm just looking at my planner and no, I did leave it there. I wonder why that is. It is difficult with two colours to spread them out, but anyway, we'll just go with it. We did. And then I finally got to use, as you can see, I don't really use those colours much because they're so bright. So I was glad that I ended up using those in this spread. So that is my sheet of extras that I pulled out to use. And then I found a couple of other pages that also kind of go. But as you can see, they're all, or mostly all half boxes, which for the sort of, for the memory part of this video, I did a talk through and I kind of explain how like that's a bit challenging having all half boxes, so you'll hear a bit more about that then, so I won't go into it too much. But I'm just putting down the main events of my week. So on Monday I always put down my uni week, and I generally try and pull in a script. So obviously because I had orange, I probably could have foiled some orange scripts, but I just couldn't be bothered, so I just used gold because I thought orange and gold looked good together. So I'm just using that black box to mark, and I'll put the script down in a minute, but my uni week. And then on Friday it was my best friend's birthday, so I needed to put that in. And again, I just used this super old multicolour box from, not box, what am I talking about? Multicolour balloons from SPC, which if you've been around for a while, you'll know those. They've been there for a while. So then I just put my script in, so it was uni week 4, and I just like to have it clearly there, so when I look at my spread, what week are we in? And then for my work, I decided to use my bows. So a couple weeks ago now, I went through and took all my bows off those little sheets. They used to come in sheets of 4, and I had so many of them because I used to buy a lot of them. I did like them, but I never used them because they were just so dumb to find. So I went through and took them all off the individual sheets and put them on a sticker, like on sticker paper, and I've used them so much more already. So I used all of the purple because it's quite a dark purple with a dark clip, and I just wasn't really sure when else I would use something in that colorway, so I thought this was the perfect opportunity. And then I'm using these work scripts from Planner Choco, which have fast become my favorites. If you saw them, I hauled them in my September haul, and then I pretty much used them every week since. I just love them. They're the perfect size. They're not too big, not too small. Like, they're just a nice font. Yeah, I really like the way they look next to something, whether it's a bow, whether it's a checklist flag, whether it's a flag, anything. I just think it looks really good. So I put those on. I just realised I put them on Monday through Friday and didn't do Saturday, even though I worked on Saturday. But that's okay. I'll just pretend I didn't work. I don't know why I didn't do Saturday, but I didn't. And then I used these myself, that's weird talking about myself in the third person, me and Monique Plans collaboration. So these are my happy birthday scripts. So that's my handwriting, and then Monique produces them, so I always like to try and use those. Just looking at it, that's probably my neatest script, I reckon. Like, just in terms of the letters, and I think that's probably my neatest one. Some of my other ones are a bit uneven and stuff, but that's pretty neat. I'm pretty happy with that. Next, I'm doing my lectures, so I normally try and find 2 of the same box, which thankfully I had 2 orange. I always say this, are they squared half boxes, are they third boxes? I don't know. You can see the size there. So if you can see, like, next to it, the uni week 4, that black box, that's a half box and it's a lot bigger. So I don't know, we'll go with third boxes, I guess. But you can see them. So, and I'm just using my watch lecture script to mark that, and I think, yeah, I ripped it, as you can see, so it says Atch lecture, and then I just added on the W, which you can't even really tell, so that was totally fine, I think. Yes, I put the W back on, so that's all good. And then I go in and write what I need to, like, what time the class is, what class it's for, and that sort of thing. I do that, I think, after I've done everything, I go and write. Do I? Yes. Oh, and then I just realised that I was missing that piece of washi hadn't been cut, so I just cut it, like, freehand. Yeah, literally. Normally I would use a ruler, but it was just a tiny bit and it didn't really bother me. So then I have 2 assessments, or had, because this was last week, I had 2 assessments due last week, so I went in and pop those down. So same thing, I used my gold assessment due scripts, and then I put those towards the bottom of the box so that I could write what it was and like what assessment, what class, and the checkbox, so I could mark off when I had done it. So I did that for both of my classes, and they're all of my assessments at my uni are always due on Sunday at midnight, so I always just put them on at the end of the day. It's kind of easy to remember, which is nice, I guess. And then I'm trying to figure out what boxes I want to use for my videos. So I generally try and get 2 videos minimum up. I do. I get up 2 videos minimum, one on a Thursday and one on a Sunday, and generally speaking, those are my 2 plan with me's. But sometimes if, there's been an issue with a plan with me, I'll put something else up, or I'll try and get a bonus video up. So, but I like to mark that, and so that I put those in, and then I put a little checkbox next to it for when I've uploaded it, and then you'll see I go in and write everything in. So I'll just fast forward through that, and then I'll come back at the end of that. That is the base, and then I will come back with the talk through for the rest. Okay, so I'm back with my day by day, and to complete the memory part of this plan with me. So what I've got, I did find these, I can't remember if I mentioned this in the the intro, or like the first bit or not. If I did, I'll just cut it out. But I struggled to find colours to match this, so all I could find was pretty much like half boxes, like obviously these orange here, and then I did find one like this for the black or even the charcoal if I have to, but mostly it's like big stuff, so it kind of suits how I do these, how I keep the memory stuff to like bigger events, but pretty much everything is going to be going in a half box. Which is fine, doesn't bother me, but I'm primarily going to be using this sheet, and then if I could pick it up, this orange, and then last that other sheet. So let's get started. I've got my characters for the week. I love the purple and orange theme, obviously. I've got my finished A5 spread in front of me over here, which you can't see, but I can, so I know what I did, and I'm going to talk through this bit. So let's get started. So Monday, the first thing that I want to mark is that I started my assessments, because I have 2 due this week, so it was a bit of a busier week for uni. And then I also pulled out a sticker for film, but as you can see, or maybe you can't because my hand is in the way, I'll move it in a second. There isn't a whole lot of room down here. I'm actually going to zoom in so you get a better view. There's not a whole lot of room. So I think what I'm going to do, I'll pop my girl in for start assessments, and she is massive. But I don't really get to use these stickers that often, so I'm happy to get to use it. And then I'm going to pop in this little wonton sticker from Wonton in a Million. I don't know if that's a wonton or a steamy or whatever, I don't know. To mark that, and I'll just write it on the white underneath. I don't really know where I'm going to write start assessment here, but I'm going to try. Start work on assess. Okay, that works. And then I'll just write film there. So I don't really mind writing on the paper in this planner. So on to Tuesday. Where am I? Where's my shit? There. So I just have work on assessment, and this is where I kind of run into some trouble because like already my shit's too big. I'm gonna have to cut it. Maybe in the future I might like make, if I can't find the colours, I might make them myself. I don't know. I haven't really struggled before like I struggled with these colours, which I guess makes sense, like bright orange and bright purple, not really colours that I use very often. But I don't know, I just thought I would have more than what I did. So, and then I'm using the same sticker from Fox and Cactus, it's just a smaller version, because obviously it's a smaller box, to mark work on assessment. And then down below I had a headache all day and it was driving me insane, so I'm going to use this my only appointment label, and then maybe this black box, which again is going to be too big, so I'm going to cut it. This is obviously too big, so I've cut it in half. Normally I would try and leave like a gap in between, like I've done that in all of my spreads, but I kind of ruined it on here. Sorry, you probably couldn't see that. So I'm just going to keep going with ruining it, whatever. Doesn't bother me, as long as it's, I could say as long as it's not right on the line, on the washi, which this is. Whatever. The washi's black, it's different enough, so we're just going to go with it, and I'm going to move on. So here I'm just going to use this Once More With Love headache emoji. What are they called? Once More With Love? Munchkin, that's the word. And it has like a nail through its head because that's how I felt. And I'm just going to write headache. It wasn't like a bad one, it was just one of those ones that just would not go away. So, headache all day, and then I'm using this orange PlayStation controller from Stella Bow just to mark that I excuse me, pretty much played games all day. And that probably, I mean, it's maybe where my headache came from. I don't really like that I've written like headache all day and then play games all day, but whatever. Next, Wednesday is always pretty full because that's my work and then 2 uni classes. So all I've got is a space in between, which I'm just going to use this label for. It just fits perfectly in that gap. And then I've got a little camera from One Small with Love, and it's the orange colour, to mark, if I could get it down, yeah, to mark that I filmed. And that video that I filmed, I actually really enjoyed it, will be coming out I think this week as my bonus video, so it actually might be up before this one. You'll know it if you see it because it is a fun, different one. Then on to Thursday, what have I got? So 2 things. So I've got work on assessment, surprisingly. It's pretty much what I do when I have 2 assessments due in 1 week. I mean, I've got to do it, so they were both the first assessments of the class, so they were relatively straightforward. But one of them was like a style that I hadn't written in before, like it was reflective writing, which if you've ever done that, I don't know, I find it very hard. Like, I'm a report fact person, like I can write reports, I can write essays, but reflecting was just something I'd never done before and I really struggled with it. But we'll see how that goes. And then under here, I don't really have anything that's going to work in that size. Actually, maybe I'll use this. I'm going to shoot myself in the foot, I reckon, because I won't have anything later on, but I'm going to use it. To mark that I finished Breaking Dawn, or as you know, I've said it 100 times, I've been reading the fanfic, The Twilight Saga from Edward's point of view after I finished the official Midnight Sun, and I finished it this day. So in my planner I actually used a crying sticker to mark it because I was really sad. I love reading it. It's just written so well. But I was, yeah, like really sad to have finished it. But in this planner, I'm just going to use a stack of books. So, finish. And I'm just going to write BD because there's no way I'm going to fit Breaking Dawn in. It's just so well written. It really is like Stephenie Meyer wrote it. Like, it's amazing. I love it. This is now my 2nd time I've read through it. And I probably will read through it again, let's be honest. Then I've got, I've got 1 orange box left. Actually, you know what? I've just looked over the corner of my desk and found my leftovers from last week, or from the main spread in my planner, and I've got black. Yay! I'm going to use black because, as I said, I really didn't want to use just like orange on orange. That actually worked really well. I'm happy with that. So, no, I'm going to do... I only did 1 thing because it kind of took over my whole, what do you call it, day. My pup was taken to hospital, kind of in an emergency situation. So he's okay now, thankfully, it's all good. But as you can imagine, that sort of throws everything off. So I've just got this old scribbler in like a nurse's or doctor's outfit. So I'm just going to write that in. There's just like lots of like waiting, like just, you know, waiting to hear and like wait for the doctors to assess things, and just like not the best time. So it kind of took over my Friday afternoon, and I'd already put in that it was my best friend's birthday. So I did go over and drop flowers, but it just, yeah, that kind of took over my day. So then on to Saturday, I need a half box or equivalent. Let's do orange because, well, surprise, surprise, everything's orange. It's like the brightest orange, I think. It's so bright. what's that for? That is for, we had a house inspection, which we actually really loved the house, but the next day, so Sunday, I got a message saying that someone else had put an offer in it, which is really frustrating. Like, obviously I understand other people are buying too, but this is our first house and it's obviously a lot of money, and I don't want to feel pressured into buying something just because someone else has offered it. We loved it and we were considering offering after talking to the bank and finalizing things, but I just don't want to be rushed because, oh, someone else has put an offer in. So we're just like, now it's Monday, so we're just waiting to see if that offer goes through and if it sells or if it doesn't. So yeah, but it's just like frustrating, I guess. The market is just so like scary. I don't know, house, I kind of haven't really spaced this out right. House inspect, that'll do. I should have put that up higher, but anyway. So we had the house inspection and then we watched a movie, which I was going to trying to find a movie marquee, but I mean, those days are gone. I don't keep them anymore. So I'm just going to use a black, yes, I'm going to use the black because this is my last thing to mark. That we watched Jumanji, which we watched the new one, which I hadn't actually seen before. What am I going to use? Please tell me the icon from this kit, the one that I need, is black. Yes, it is. I'm just using my leftover page from the video that I just filmed, and it's black. It's so good. I'm just going to write watch Jumanji. It's a bit of a... My writing's not that great this week. That I'm just going to tick off that I've done. I uploaded this video a bit late. I uploaded it today because obviously I had the 2 assessments. And then I've done the 2 assessments, so I can tick those off. So, finishing off, that is the final spread. So, it's probably not my favourite one I've ever done because everything's in a half box. But as I explained, I just don't have like orange or purple in... I don't have a lot of options, or black, let's say. So everything I had was pretty much a half box size, but I still like it. It's just not my favorite. And I love that it was the kit that I made and designed. Like, I did the full boxes, I did the foiling, which you can, I don't know if you can see like that. Like, I did the orange foil, which I love, and then this washi obviously goes really well. I don't know, like, I'm super happy with it overall. I just wish I had some better boxes to use. So that is the final spread. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Sorry there hasn't been a B6 in a couple of weeks. I'll just flip over and show you actually. So this was the one that I did 2 weeks back, and honestly it just turned into a freaking shit show. Like, as you can see, all my date covers are missing because I got them wrong and had to peel them off. This page is like really, it's almost see-through because it's so, I had to peel stuff off. Like, it was just, nothing was working. So I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to film off camera because, no, I'm going to film off camera. I'm going to fill it out off camera because it was just, it wasn't working for me. So that is this spread. And then this one, I'm really sad that I did film it, but I lost the like putting it down footage. I filmed myself filling it out, and then I went to upload that footage into the video and I must have deleted it. So I had like the end of it but not the start, which obviously doesn't make sense. But I'm really sad because this is one of my favorite kits of all time. I use it in my main spread, and then I've also used it here. That's where this box comes from. But yeah, I really love it. It's one of my favorites. The blue and orange is actually, no, I was going to say it's interesting I had blue and orange, but no, I had an actual bitty kit, so that's why I have... I had an actual bitty kit, so that's why I had all of the stuff like available to use. So yeah, I'm super happy with this. I love it. This is probably my favorite, if not my favorite ones that I've done in this planner. So that's a little flip back, and then obviously that is this week, and then hopefully I stop screwing up and you will see these going forwards in this planner. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time.